Hi everyone, you are listening to an archived episode of Amigos Afraid. This episode is about the first New Orleans vampires known as the Casket Girls and the dark history of the Annabelle doll. For a more recent episode, check out season 3 starting with episode 51. We got really creative with this one with all the background music and sound effects. If you don't like it, don't tell us. But I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
We're recording, Jerry.
We're recording.
We're coming back with another Cryptic Corner.
Seconds before this, I had said decrepit corner. But
We're ballparking. We're ballparking names for these type of episodes. Every couple of episodes, we will eventually come back to the supernatural.
Yes, we will.
So maybe it's the Cryptic Corner, the decrypt. Wait, what'd you say? Decrepit Corner. And we're going to talk about some spooky things.
Because after reading like 1,000 comments saying, we want spooky, we're back. We have to bring it back.
Yeah. We're going to give you what you want, which is more spooky stuff.
No one asked for it.
I asked for it, and that's all that matters.
That's true, because why? Our podcast.
And my voice is louder than yours.
I just scream into the mic.
No, not you. I meant the people listening. I can't hear what they're saying. Look, they say something right now. I don't hear them.
Did you hear him?
No?
I didn't hear him.
Because I'm louder.
Speak louder. Speak up. Speak up.
What color are your underwear?
Wrong.
Stop. Good morning,
man.
good afternoon, good evening.
Good night.
Whatever time it is that we're recording this on Thursday and bringing straight to your ears. We're happy you're here and you're listening.
We're very happy you're here. Thank you for tuning in.
Mm-hmm. How was your week, Jerry?
It was very cool. It was my mom's birthday over the weekend. Celebrated my mom's. Y'all were there, obviously.
It was fun.
Got the seafood, fish tacos, and
yeah, we got to see a lot of food. A lot of food to see.
And then Sunday, I had to do some stuff, but overall, went to the river.
Oh, you have your days wrong. Sunday was your mom's birthday.
Oh, dang. See, I thought today was Tuesday.
We had a long weekend.
Yeah.
Monday, we had memorized stuff.
We memorized stuff.
Thank you to everyone that we memorized on Monday.
Yeah.
We went to the river, had a really good time.
It was so fun. That water was so
I would love
crisp.
to go again soon.
I'm down, and I'm down to go earlier. I think just because it was Memorial Day, it was the reason why there was a lot of people.
Yeah.
But if we go like on a random day where we do get that section that was like pretty deep,
Yeah.
I think that would be fun too.
We did go pretty early. You had me waking up at like 7:30 on my day off just to hang out with you. Say I don't care.
It was worth
Try
it.
to tell me I don't care.
It was worth it.
It was.
We've been meaning to do that. We keep saying river, let's go to the river, let's go to the river. We never do. And we did it.
That's really funny because it was just an offhand comment after we recorded last episode.
Like, river!
Like, what are we going to do? We should do something. And Jerry said the river, which is so funny. And I mentioned it to my coworker, Alexa, that, we're going to go to the river. But I don't know why I'd just be telling everyone your business of how you're scared of water. And she was like, tell Jerry that he can drown in just 2 inches of water.
Trust me, I almost did. It was when you guys went to go read on the books.
Oh.
I was like, oh, my bookmark fell. And as soon as I went out to like reach for it, bam, into the water. Almost died. None of you guys came to my rescue.
Why did we think it'd be fine to leave you unattended? I didn't even realize.
You guys should know me by now. But I survived, y'all. I'm here again.
Yeah.
Did not drown this time.
No. If anything, like, he came back wiser. He learned some things.
I learned not to get close to the water.
Yeah.
Once and for all.
And we learned how to build a dam.
We did build a dam. We built a dam, which made the water level rise, which is why I almost died in 3 inches of water.
I know.
Oh, that was the worst.
We set ourselves up. We set you up.
Yeah, and then you guys just left me to my demise.
We had to go read our books in the sun. We're in our book era after last week's episode.
It was really nice. You guys went on rocks to read, and I just stayed in the chair, lounging off to myself.
What are you reading these days?
The Lord of the Rings. The Fellowship of the Ring. It was really nice. I put on some jazz. Just really, really quiet. I was still enjoying the nature sounds and birds. But the book was good. It's getting good.
Honestly, if there's one thing Mr. Jerry knows how to do is just set the mood.
Thank you.
We left. We were playing like just random music, like some pop, some Spanish music. And then when we come back from our little excursion of reading on some rocks, Jerry's there with some jazz music playing, just tapping his little foot, reading his book.
You like jazz?
It was fun. We had some sandwiches. We had some chips.
And cookies.
And some cookies.
Some Capri Suns.
We had some rocks stuck in our shoes.
We did.
At least that was me. I went in my Crocs.
Rocks stuck in other places.
Oh, no, not me. I knew better than to get in the water.
Me neither. What?
Boop. That was so good. Oh, that was ASMR and I heard it live.
What about you, Brian? Anything else you want to add to the weekend?
I went and got breakfast with my mom on Saturday and my brother because he's graduating soon.
Congrats.
He got a job. He came down here to do some training, so it was nice to see him and my mom.
Nice.
And then later that day, I got looped into an adventure I did not expect to have. I went to see. I grabbed coffee after with Anthony, Joe, and Andrew. And Anthony's like, "Do you want to come help me decorate my office?" And I'm like, "Celeste, those are my favorite words."
Like you're like a.
Give me like a HGTV show.
Yeah.
Give me like interior design. Like
that was about to say that.
Like I'm a house flipper.
You're an unofficial, official interior designer.
So I said, "Bet, let's go." And what I didn't know, and that they failed to mention, was that he was not redecorating his office. He was fully moving, like swapping offices with someone else. So
he got you.
They put me to work. I was organizing books, moving some furniture. I just spent a couple minutes just watching, trying to catch my breath.
You weren't prepared, and that's okay.
I wasn't, but it was honestly it was really fun. And me and Andrew just kind of like looped around while Joe and Anthony did the hard work. But it was cool. I ended up because he said if you see he had like not an exaggeration like 200 books, and he said if anything you find interesting like stands out, please by all means grab it, read it. So I got a bunch of books on like LGBT stuff, the male body, just a lot of like interesting nonfiction.
Gotcha.
That I've never really read.
Is that the book you were reading at the river?
Yeah. It was about like the male body through like media in America. Wow. It's very interesting.
That's cool.
But yeah, maybe now I'm gonna like read to learn stuff instead of just smut. Heavy on the maybe.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, wow, that was very. You were very sure at that statement. I will keep to my fantasy and my hobbits and wizards and.
Well, you have a
magic.
whole adventure ahead of you with those books.
This is just book one. Yeah, I'm ready. I've been ready.
Okay. Aside from that, honestly, didn't really do much. Stayed home Friday night, Saturday night. That's pretty much it. Honestly, pretty low key weekend. Yeah, it was nice to relax.
It's really nice. I love weekends like that. What about you, listener? How was your weekend?
Yeah,
great. Next.
Yeah. Next time, speak up a little louder. We can't really hear you.
We still can't hear you. You need to speak up.
So, Jerry, we're back. With another decrepit corner.
With a decrepit corner. Para-decrepit.
Here's how things are going to work. Every couple episodes, not every other episode, we really want to branch out. We're a variety show. We come at you with a bunch of different things.
Yeah, you think we're going right? We're going left.
Yes, but sometimes you come across things that you just need to discuss and research and talk about.
Yeah.
And for me, it's brought to you by TikTok, is the Vampires of New Orleans. Got one TikTok, sent me down a spiral. Can't wait to discuss. Can't wait to share with you everything I learned because I did some research.
I think you're prepared to share.
I can go first.
Let's switch it this time. Go ahead.
Okay.
Please.
Jerry, I'm not ready. I left my iPad out there.
I'll get it for you. I'll be back.
Guys, I thought I was ready, but now I'm stressed. Okay. Jerry told me not to misbehave. Guys, it got real quiet. What he doesn't know is that I see his shadow. Oh my god. Jerry, put that away. he took out some really good dance moves.
I'm back.
Okay. We're back. We're ready. I have my notes.
Nice.
So, as stated previously, my topic for this week was brought to you by TikTok. Stories of first-hand experiences with vampires have recently trended on TikTok. This is what sparked my initial curiosity and desire to dive into the history of vampires in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Okay, so what sent me down the rabbit hole was this storytime video by TikTok creator Fat Girl Freestyle. That is her name. Please look her up because she's going to give you her full story. I'm just going to give you a brief summary. The video, I think, was like 10 minutes long.
That's all we got time for.
So, her name is Kimberly. She starts off the video stating that she wants to share the story about the time she met a vampire. She starts off by saying that she's a rideshare driver in the city of New Orleans. So, like Lyft, Uber, pick up people, take them where they need to go.
Gotta take them where they go.
However, she recounts one strange ride a few years back, where she picked up a very mysterious woman. She says she cannot recall what she looked like, but she can remember her voice and the conversation. The only visual she can recall is the woman's mouth and the hand she placed on the driver's shoulder.
Nope.
She did not know that we keep our hands to ourselves.
First of all, that's the first one.
Especially your driver. You're just like, here.
No. Don't
come here. Let me touch you. Jerry, let me touch you.
Touch my shoulder. Don't fucking touch my shoulder.
Jerry, give me your shoulder. Fucking now. They have small talk. They have some small talk. And the passenger comments on Kimberly's energy. As stated previously, at one point, the passenger touches her shoulder. Kimberly felt frozen with her hands on the wheel and realized that the car was not moving. She then heard the passenger's voice tell her, "Don't be scared. I won't harm you."
Sure.
After raising her hand, the car began to move again. Kimberly turned around and asked, "What did you do to me?" Passenger responds by saying, "I just leached some of your energy. I'm a vampire."
I'm ending this ride. Get the fuck out of my car.
Imagine you're getting picked up and you're gonna go to the downtown area, gonna go have some drinks, and like the person in the car is just like,
I took some of your energy.
I'm a vampire.
Negative.
Honestly,
negative stars.
She has more patience than I have. Because what do you mean? If someone said that to me, I'd be scared.
Get the fuck.
I'd be like, girl, what do you mean?
Throwing punches. I'm putting the car in park. I'm leaving the car and drive, and I'm turning around and I'm just swinging. I'm like, give me my energy back.
We're opening the door and we're what is it?
I'm
tumbling.
Yeah, I'm tumbling. We're tussling. I don't know, whatever. Robo-tussling.
Anyways, so she says, "I'm a vampire." The passenger tells Kimberly that she's not the type of vampire that drinks blood. Yet those do exist, but are very rare these days. She's a vampire that feeds off energy, just by touching. She continues, telling Kimberly that New Orleans is the perfect place for her and her kind to exist. She's not the only one over here stuck in your vibes.
They're a vampire?
Dude, think of it. You know how sometimes you're walking and like someone's walking in your direction, but you're trying to be like, nah, they're gonna move. But then they bump into you? What if that's intentional?
And they steal some of your energy?
They steal your energy. There was a separate TikTok I saw of this guy in New Orleans was going viral because he was telling everyone around him, "Oh, I can tell you your future. Just bump me in the elbow."
That's so smart.
Do you know what that lore is, though, with elbow bumping?
No.
If you bump elbows with someone, I guess it means that you swap fates with that person.
Whoa.
So whatever was planned for your life, once you bump elbows with that person, they swap.
That's crazy.
So the comments are saying that he was trying to improve his life by trying to bump elbows with someone. Whoa. I don't know if it's voodoo. I don't know what kind of like culture it is that's a belief, but that again came because I have been deep diving New Orleans stuff.
But it has to be like a direct elbow to elbow like bump. It can't be like I'm bumping my elbow into you unsuspectingly.
How often have you, to your mind, have you just hit elbow to elbow with someone?
Never.
That's you have to try.
Yeah, that's very intentional. You have to turn your arm around and yeah. That's crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing.
So I don't know if that man is just also trying to suck vibes off of you, take your good energy.
Vibe check.
But that's what she said, that her kind exist in New Orleans, and that's perfect for them. So, stories of vampires in New Orleans date back to the city's early days as a French colony. The area surrounding the city was colonized by France in 1682. Sit down, you're about to get a history lesson.
Okay.
Known natively as Balbancha by its indigenous residents.
What'd you call me? Just kidding.
Balbancha. The community was built on the rich delta lands between the Mississippi River and Lake Pontchartrain. The city itself was founded by Jean-Baptiste Lemoine.
Ooh.
I know, I had to study how to say that.
Wow. Is he the creator of the lemon?
No?
Oh.
Explain. Oh, Lemoine? No. It was founded in 1718 and would become the capital of the French colony of Louisiana by 1723. What is important to note is that a majority of the French settlers in Louisiana were outcasts. Many of the initial residents were criminals, thousands of which were sent to Louisiana as forced laborers. They were promised freedom should they survive the first few years. This soon proved to be a major problem in regards to expansion. Almost all of the colonists were men. They put a bunch of dudes on a boat and said, go figure it out.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was literally just a sausage party.
On a boat?
On a boat and on land once it hit Louisiana.
Louisiana.
The settlers had no game with the native women.
A boat full of guys. I wonder why.
Any sort of intermingling had been barred by indigenous leaders. The Sausage Fest finally came to an end under King Louis XIV in 1719. Dubbed the King's Daughters, women as young as 14 years old were drafted solely on their ability to be married off. Around 800 women were initially sent to Canadian territories. Deemed an outstanding success up north, the governor of Louisiana would request his own shipments of brides to his territory.
That's crazy. That's like never have I came across that information.
Dude, they invented mail order brides.
It's like, yo, I need my shipment. Let's go.
Yo, we got a couple lonely men over here.
Got some po' boys. Is that from Louisiana? Po' boys?
I have no idea.
That's a sandwich, I think.
Yeah, I know what a po' boy.
Oh.
No, that's like Massachusetts. Is that Boston?
Maybe.
Okay, someone in the audience do your research and then tell us.
Where's the sandwich from? Not
Yeah.
important. Anyway.
A group of 258 girls were gathered from the country's prisons, poorhouses, and orphanages. Deemed as unfit by the settlers, many were refused marriage. In 1928, a new group of girls with more acceptable qualities would be sent to New Orleans. This group, known as the Casket Girls, would eventually lead to the first cases of suspected vampirism in the city.
That's a great band name.
The Casket Girls were orphans with respectable backgrounds who had been handpicked for their journey across the ocean. They were sent with all of their belongings in big wooden trunks, known in French as cassettes, which would later be anglicized into the word casket.
Caskets.
They sent these girls on a boat with these big wooden trunks with a bunch of stuff that they would need once they would get married.
Yeah.
Which was like sewing supplies, materials, stuff that would make you like a good housewife.
Yeah.
And they said, you're taking that with you. Go find your
It's
husband.
your starter pack.
Yeah, it's your starter pack.
That's insane.
After months out at sea, the women who stepped off the boat were pale-faced, described as having an otherworldly complexion. Kept far below deck, they were not known to see daylight the entire trip. Unable to find partners, they ultimately found themselves living with a convoy of nuns at the Ursuline convent. The nuns are explicitly told that the trunks are to remain closed until the women have been married. You got these
thank you.
big wooden boxes
Yeah. You can't open these.
that you can't open them. They travel with the girls, but don't open them until they're married.
It's like, why are these like human sized?
And remember, none of them got married.
Nope.
Known as one of the oldest structures in New Orleans, the 3-story convent was completed in 1753. The sisters who inhabited the convent ran an orphanage, infirmary, and a school on the first floor of the building. They themselves lived on the second floor. The third floor attic housed the Casket Girls, with their large caskets sitting at the foot of their beds. Legend states that the arrival of the girls was synchronous with mysterious deaths in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Around this time, reports of missing people start to spread. Bodies are said to be found completely drained of blood. Fingers began to point at the pale, sickly-looking girls housed at the Ursuline convent. One night, the nuns eventually tore open the caskets, only to find them completely empty. No trace of the aforementioned belongings in sight.
So it took a couple, bloodless bodies for the nuns and the people to be like, nope.
Hey,
Let's do an inspection.
these weird-looking girls. What's in these boxes? The ones that we stick in the attic and they don't go outside. They never see daylight.
That's wild. What if they opened it and it was just like a feather pillow and like some nice comforter and it's like, oh.
I'd rather that than like being
Nothing.
told, hey, there's a bunch of stuff in here, and you finally open it and nada.
There's nothing.
Rumors began to swirl that the girls had smuggled in vampires in their caskets. These girls had brought something evil with them from the old country. The nuns, terrified that they had been tricked into housing vampires under their noses, kicked out the Casket Girls. However, their caskets remained. They told them to get out, but leave your caskets up here.
Your caskets.
One night, in an attempt to kill off the vampires, the third-floor windows were permanently sealed. Citizens hoped that the vampires would die in the morning light if they were unable to return to their caskets. The windows were shut closed with 800 screws made of silver, allegedly blessed by the Pope himself. It is also alleged that Pope John Paul II re-blessed the screws during a visit in 1987.
No fucking way.
The Vatican is in on this. To this day, the third-floor windows remained nailed shut. The convent is now a museum, and the third-floor attic remains off-limits.
So what played in my head was the Pope being sent like this shipment of 800 silver screws, and he's like, they're like, oh, Pope, go ahead, bless you. He's like, why am I doing it for Louisiana? Oh, right away.
Yeah.
And then just,
You know the vampires?
the vampires of Louisiana? Oh, yeah, for sure.
Got it.
This
Of
is
course,
for them.
of course.
Got it. Bam.
All in Italian, but
Blessed.
yes, of course. He's throwing his little holy juice at the nails.
Holy juice.
His holy juice and the incense.
Oh, that is wild. But what if it... I have so many questions. Okay, go. Keep going.
Okay, a popular story revolving the convent and its vampires dates back to the 1970s. A ghost hunting couple visited the grounds with the intent of finding evidence of paranormal activity in 1978. The investigators had taken a tour of the building and decided to hold a stakeout that night in an attempt to capture a vampire sighting. They set up cameras, pointed at the third-floor windows, and waited. And waited. And waited. Eventually, they fell asleep, falling victim to the late night hours. The following morning, their lifeless bodies were found, drained of their blood.
Oh my. Drink a Red Bull. Drink a Monster or something.
Listen, Red Bull gives you wings. You could have just flown up there.
That's what I'm saying.
And knocked on the windows. Hello,
Drink
let
some
me
coffee.
in.
We fell asleep.
It also says that they had cameras pointing, recording the windows at nighttime, but that the cameras just slowly fade to black.
Damn. So they suck the energy off of camera juice, the battery?
Yes,
Also?
but you know how lore goes. Nothing I read gave me the names of these people, any kind of information. It's just tied as a popular story about the vampire convent.
Yeah.
The theory of vampires living in New Orleans has survived throughout history. In the 1930s, the Carter brothers were one of the most infamously suspected vampires of the time. According to local lore, John and Wayne Carter were responsible for a string of disappearances in the French Quarter. Once police had raided their apartment, it is alleged that they found 4 people tied up, completely drained of their blood. They also discovered a makeshift prison, where their victims were held captive before being drained. The brothers were then captured and executed. Death, however, did not stop the brothers' terror. They supposedly escaped their tombs after their burial.
Wow. They're... Peace. Peace.
You thought you got us?
You thought?
We played dead.
Yeah.
We just held our breath, homie.
You've heard of possums? Yeah. We learned it from them.
They froze it like that stereotypical vampire pose, like Nosferatu.
Yep. And guess what? They're back out.
And they're back out.
Was it Carter brothers?
The Carter brothers, John and Wayne.
John Wayne Carter. Carter
John
the way
and
out.
Wayne. It's two brothers. But yes, John Wayne.
John Wayne the vampire.
John Wayne the vampire.
John and Wayne Carter.
So, where does that lead us today? Apparently to lift passengers that suck off your good vibes. Searching up vampires on TikTok leads you down a multitude of rabbit holes. Goth-clad individuals who are self-proclaimed bloodsuckers, short-form history lessons on the Casket Girls, the immortal Jacques Saint-Germain, Dracula, or thirst edits of Anne Rice's interview with the vampire actors.
Nice.
That's my personal favorite.
Nice. I've seen the movie. The movie's great.
The movie is a cult classic.
Yeah,
But dude,
but
you
the
need to
show,
watch the
I
show.
know.
The show is so good.
I've heard nothing but good things of the show, and I will watch it.
And the actors are beautiful. Laurent with his beautiful blonde hair. You would like him.
I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes with you. I think we started it.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
you didn't finish it.
We didn't. I haven't finished.
That's
a lot of
becoming
things.
a repetitive thing, Jerry.
I suck at watching things, but that's a different story. That's for another day.
You suck. Blood
Oh, or vibes.
or vibes? It's like your vibes. With so much content about vampires in popular media, it's easy to get wrapped in the allure of immortal beings that walk the night. In modern times, vampires have been presented to us as sexy, mysterious, synonymous with the fears and wonders of what lies in the shadows of night. Vampire lore is deeply rooted in the fear of the unknown. What could exist in a world where life and death aren't all that they seem?
Wow.
Yep. That's the story of the Casket Girls and then emotionally sucking vampires. I do please wish for you guys to listen to this lady's story. She tells it way better than I do. It's her first-hand account.
That's great. And what's her name again?
Her name is Kimberly, but her TikTok is Fat Girl Freestyle.
Freestyle.
So I'd love to give you that little story, but there are some points I have to give to debunk some things.
Okay.
So the timeline does not match up according to multiple sources. The Casket Girls, I believe, were said to have arrived in 1728.
Oh wow.
But the convent that the nuns housed them in was built like a good 20 years later.
Okay.
So that timeline doesn't really match. The nuns would have had to have housed the caskets and the girls for years without raising any kind of suspicion prior to moving to the Ursuline convent. However, to counter the counter argument, there are reports that the nuns who had been living in temporary housing prior to having their convent held a parade once their convent had been built and ready to move in. So they paraded down the city of New Orleans with the Casket Girls, children dressed as angels, and intermixed people were carrying the caskets in the light of day to their new home.
Their new Once again, like a writer's room, like what, like okay, how are we gonna get these caskets to the third level?
Yeah, so people don't question it.
A parade.
Children dressed with angel wings. Make it look wholesome.
People carrying the caskets, so no one questions it.
Yeah. There's also more probable causes to the mysterious deaths of the time and the eerie visuals of the Casket Girls. Women were typically seen as bad luck to have on a ship, especially during that time, which is why they would spend a majority of their time hidden under the deck. So they would spend months just not seeing daylight. Like the trip was, I think, 3 to 4 months on a boat. They had very limited food, no access to like clean drinking water.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me 3 months in not seeing daylight, you're gonna look as hot and sexy as you did when you got in?
That was one of my questions like earlier. Like, these girls look so sickly and pale. Yeah, they've been on a boat under deck for fucking 3 months, like malnourished and wow.
Yeah,
vampires
specifically
Witch.
Malnourished. They ate the bare minimum, didn't have anything to drink, and a few of them even caught tuberculosis, a symptom of which is coughing up blood.
There you go.
So imagine a pale, ghostly-looking woman stepping off the ship with like blood around her mouth. Of course, that's gonna lead to like they're vampires.
Panic.
They're drinking blood.
Wow.
That didn't go into the fact that, you know what, people probably die on the boat.
Yeah.
So that helps fuel rumors like they drank their blood, they threw them off, they didn't survive, they didn't make it. You said you had questions earlier.
Yeah, these silly questions, just like as you were saying some things, like, okay, who was the person in charge of selecting these women to send over? What were the requirements?
Okay.
Oh, you have answers? Wow.
I have some answers from what I remember reading, but one source said that they were handpicked by the king himself. So if it wasn't him, it was probably his entourage, like his court or something.
Yeah.
But they also picked women. It wasn't like a freedom of choice thing. Like if they told you you're going,
Yeah,
going.
for sure.
And of course, they're not sending their women who are doing well in society.
Mm-hmm.
They went through orphanages.
Mm-hmm.
They also sent sex workers. They sent just people who didn't really have a good life out there.
Yeah.
Same with the men. Like most of the men were criminals.
Yeah.
And they send them out there like you have to build up the territory and then you'll get your freedom.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're like getting rid of them
Mm-hmm.
from their own place, like
Yeah.
back in France.
Yeah.
So the only qualities they wanted was that you were young enough to get married and have children, because
Yeah.
the main thing was to populate territory.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. And then, like, at the time, like, how do you hear about this? So, like, if you're like the Louisiana, I don't know.
I think he was a governor. I think I
Governor.
read that, but it was also just a colony. So
It's like he just like had a friend from.
oh yeah. Well, they were all interconnected. The whole thing was like we're expanding France westward to the New World.
That's right. That's right.
So
that's right.
everything
So,
past that ocean is New World. They
Yes.
had Quebec in like the Canada area.
Yeah.
That's where they sent the first 800 women.
Wow.
And it worked. Like they were able to like expand. They were having children. They were able to settle. So they said, well, we're gonna do the same thing down here. Didn't work.
Succeeded
I mean,
in one
eventually
place.
it worked. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's huge.
a lot of history with what happened with Louisiana, who it got sold to.
Yeah.
It had I think the Spanish owned it for a bit before finally it was sold to
The French.
sold to the America.
Oh.
The Louisiana Purchase.
Mm-hmm.
But yep.
Wow, taking me back to 7th grade. The
I know.
Louisiana Purchase. Wow. Well, that was awesome. That's a great story. And I think I know the building you're talking about. Like all
I
the
have a
windows
picture.
on top are like sealed shut.
Yeah, just at the attic.
That's like.
I don't know why I looked up an old timey picture.
That's so
like
creepy
there's
too.
modern day pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
think I've
guess
seen
it's
it.
a really popular like vampire tour spot.
Yeah, and I have got those TikToks of like Louisiana vampires and stories, and that's cool. Never heard of this version or anything from what you said. That's so cool.
There's a lot on the Casket Girls. Some information I got that wasn't from articles came from a video
Uh-huh.
of this lady who did a full 30-minute like discussion, and she
Yeah.
does it very story driven. I highly recommend that. I'll put a link in the description so you guys can watch it. But it's from a YouTube channel called The In Between. The title is The
Ooh,
Casket
good
Girls.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's still a great name. That's such a great name, the Casket Girls.
Yeah.
That's so good. Wow, that was awesome, Brian. Thank you for that. That was
You're
really
welcome.
cool. Watch your energy, guys. Don't be letting strangers
Touch your shoulder. Or bump your elbow.
high five you. No, dude, keep your hands to yourself. I don't know you.
I don't like high fives.
Stop with all that optimism. Stop.
Ugh, guys, I'm suddenly feeling really drained.
Bumpy. I feel like I have wings right now. I drink a Red Bull.
Okay, that was my presentation. It's
Wow.
your turn, sir.
Clapping.
Thank you.
Okay, my palms are sweaty, my knees weak, and my arms are heavy. I'm ready. Oh no, I just exited out.
Oh no, we'll never know. Okay, well, in the meantime, tell me,
Okay.
what are you talking about? What are
So-
you teaching me?
Sure. So, it's funny enough because I also went with something that was popular on TikTok. I was thinking about first doing like a cryptid, and well, maybe that's in a future episode. But I've been getting hella creepy stuff on my TikTok at like 11 when I'm about to go to sleep, and I'm just having to like swipe it because I'm like, this isn't gonna be the last thing I see before I close my eyes to go to
That's
sleep.
funny.
Because then Dulce would be having nightmares, and like she wakes me up, and I wake up all like, oh my fucking god, what? So
Uh-huh.
no, it's all good.
Do you bookmark them to like read them?
I
or
like
watch
them.
them
Yeah,
later?
most of the time I like
Okay.
them, and I think I started sending you some just so I
That's
can
why you
like.
started getting more of them.
I know, it's all good. I did it to myself. But today I will be talking about something extremely spine chilling. Did you feel that?
Yeah, dude, I got goosebumps.
It's a topic many of us have experienced in our lives and have lived to tell the tale.
You personally?
We.
Oh my god.
We. If the shoe fits, wear it, guys. Maybe you hear yourself in this story. We were all kids once. Many of us still are. Just kidding. But I'm referring to being a little badass kid, crying, kicking, and screaming at the store because you want a candy or a toy and the adult you're with is over it and they're tired of your shit. And if you're still with me, yes, I'm talking about the phrase, "Mira, te va a llevar ese señor."
What, Jerry?
This phrase originates... I'm kidding.
Dude, I was like on the edge of my seat.
Okay, I had to start it off like that because I wanted to break the ice. I don't know how scary your topic was going to be, but it's perfect. Vampires are great. So the
Jerry,
phrase, if you don't know...
wait. You are going to talk about the señor, right?
I'm not talking about that. No, I'm just
Jerry
kidding. I'm
left
kidding.
with cryptid blue balls.
I tried. There's nothing on it. It's just a bunch of TikToks. If you don't know the phrase, "Mira, te va a llevar ese señor, no te estás portando bien," is when
you got me good. I was so excited.
If you've heard that phrase, it translates to like, "Hey, like, look, that man is gonna take you because you're acting bad or you're like being, I don't know, you're being bad out in public at a store, wherever you're at." So like Mexican mom, maybe it was your tia, an older sibling, they'll just point at a random person and say, "Hey, they're gonna take you if you keep acting like that." And then you look and you see a random person standing there, you're like, "Oh fuck, they're gonna take me." Mira, te va a llevar ese señor. Si te sigues portando mal, llévatelo. Take them.
What's so funny is that now they point to us.
Yes, we're the señor now. So it's an never-ending tale. We're part of the cycle now.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
My face hurts.
I did try to search up like, I don't know, anything online to see if that's like a phrase that's been used for who knows, but no, there's nothing out there. You see how to break the ice, how to get a little giggle in us before we started getting into the scary shit.
Jerry, that was brilliant.
Thank you. I thought about that all day today.
I've never been more impressed.
Okay. So, this tale is about a doll. Yes.
I don't like it.
It's been the center of one of the most chilling paranormal tales, the real Annabelle. We've seen The Conjuring. We've seen Annabelle. But many of us don't know the real tale, you know, and it's important because she's been trending on TikTok.
Yeah.
So that's why I came across the Annabelle TikTok and the panic that she's missing. We'll get to that. But for now, let's get...
Wait, she's really missing? Sorry to cut you off, but she's...
We'll get to that. We'll get to
Oh my
that.
god, okay.
So, if you're picturing the porcelain doll with the glowing eyes, the sinister grin, you're thinking of the movie version. And no, she's not like that. It's scarier. She's scary. She's a Raggedy Ann doll. It's worse than that freaking movie. However, that movie version was inspired by true events, suggesting the movie uses a real life event as a starting point, but takes significant creative liberties after adding fictional elements or characters. This is per filmindependent.org. So the real Annabelle is less glamorous, but I think way more terrifying. In 1970, a student nurse named Donna, this is where I agree with you that I don't get a lot of last names. I just get first name accounts, records of just first names. Donna, she was a student nurse. She received a Raggedy Ann doll as a birthday gift from her mom. At first, it was a quirky addition to her apartment, placing it on her bed. Then things started to get wacky. Donna and her roommate Angie began noticing the doll moving on its own. It would change positions. It crossed a leg if it was on its side, and sometimes it was even standing. And these are all positions that were not like left originally. She was placed sitting down, and then next time they saw her, she was in a different position.
How does a Raggedy Ann doll stand? They're like floppy.
I think it was like standing against something,
Okay.
so against the bed. So if it was on the bed, it was standing on the pillow, like standing
Okay.
against the pillow. Yeah,
I think about like you turned the corner and it's standing.
It's standing. No, and once again, these are all just like stories, and different sources cite similar things, but it's just all Donna. They claim to have seen this. Donna and her roommate Angie, they started seeing all these position changes, and according to the New England Society for Psychic Research, the creepiest part started about a month in when they began to find handwritten notes saying things like "help us," "help me," "help Lou." This is cited through the New England Society for Psychic Research, which is directed by the son-in-law of Lorraine Warren, who was famous.
The Warrens.
Yeah. So the son-in-law is now the director of this psychic research, facility.
Are they the ones from Amityville Horror? Also,
I think so. Yeah, the Warrens.
Yeah.
Ed and Lorraine Warren.
the Ghost Hunters.
Yes. Yeah. She's a medium. He's just a demonologist. And the New Haven Register. So the scary thing is that they claim that they did not own any parchment paper in the house. So, which leads me to believe that the Raggedy Ann doll, Annabelle, just had like her calligraphy set with her at all times. With her
Deep in her pockets.
Deep in her pockets with her custom quill and blood red ink. No, I'm kidding. But this is what they claim to start seeing. So, things escalated when Lou, a friend of theirs, woke up after taking a nap to find the doll staring at him.
No.
He felt like he was being strangled, and when he checked, he had deep scratch marks on his chest.
Raggedy Ann dolls don't have nails.
But the demon does. A wave of fear washed over her as she examined the doll. This is Donna. Mm-hmm. Noticing what appeared to be drops of blood on the back of its hands and across its chest. Without warning, a red, viscous substance had mysteriously appeared on the doll. It's probably her ink set.
Ew, I know it leaked. Girl, seal it tight.
Terrified and unsure of what to do, Donna and Angie decided it was time to seek help from someone with experience in the supernatural. With no clear direction, they reached out to a medium, couldn't find a name, who agreed to conduct a seance. During the session, the medium introduced them to a spirit of a young girl named Annabelle Higgins. Not the Will Ferrell.
Wait, her last name's Higgins?
Higgins. And not Gus Higgins. Gus Higgins. Annabelle Higgins.
Oh, girl.
According to the medium, Annabelle had once lived on the land before the apartment complex was built. Her life had ended tragically. She was just 7 years old when her lifeless body was discovered in a field where the building now stood. The spirit described those earlier days as happy times. Through the medium, Annabelle expressed that she felt comforted by Donna and Angie and wished to remain with them, to be cared for and loved. Moved by her story and filled with compassion, Donna gave the spirit permission to inhabit the doll and stay in their home. First fucking mistake was keeping the doll.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you want a doll? Fuck that shit. That's scary as shit.
And saying, girl, you can stay here as long as you want.
You're good.
Here,
rent
you can
free.
take that room.
Yeah. No offense.
Yeah, no offense,
No
Donna.
offense.
Donna.
The entity that had attached to itself to the doll was no spirit of a deceased child, as it claimed to be, but rather an inhuman demonic presence. According to demonology, such cases often unfold through a series of progressive stages designed to manipulate, weaken, and ultimately dominate the human host or environment. In this case, the entity was in the first stage, infestation. I will now be talking about the stages of a possession that leads to a possession.
What? Okay, wait.
Yes.
Give me a second.
Go ahead.
Okay. Donna and Lou are roommates?
Lou was a friend. I guess he was visiting.
Okay.
Donna and Angie are the roommates. They're
Okay,
nursing
okay.
Students or nurses.
Okay, but the doll was writing notes to Lou?
Help Lou, yeah. And this was, the Help Lou was, I think I got that from the article from the New Haven Register. It said that they mentioned Help Lou. I also was looking at the website that is ran by the New England Society for Psychic Research, where the son-in-law of Lorraine Warren is the director. They also have their
Do they have
research.
pictures of the notes?
No.
Oh.
So we'll get into the.
One could only hope.
Yeah, it's just anytime you need solid concrete evidence.
Okay, sorry, that was just me stalling before you tell me about how demons freaking work.
So,
I should have lit a candle.
no, that's creepy. Why would you light a candle?
I'm gonna light a candle.
Don't light a fucking candle.
You keep going. I'm gonna light a candle.
No, I'm not gonna keep reading to myself while you leave.
Keep going. I can hear you.
I'm scared, guys. You left. All right, stage 1, infestation. This is the initial phase where a demonic spirit begins to manifest through external. Whoa. You see, I'm already. No, I can't. This is the initial phase where a demonic spirit begins to manifest through external, often subtle disturbances. In Donna and Angie's apartment,
The
this
candle's
took...
not lighting.
What is that? What does that mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Isn't that just the wax that's around the...
Oh, yeah. I thought it was something scary.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
Okay. In Donna and Angie's apartment, this took the form of a doll, mysteriously moving from room to room, a phenomenon resembling teleportation. These events were not at random. They were calculated to provoke curiosity and recognition from the occupants, which in turn feeds the entity's power. Recognition acts as an invitation, consciously or unconsciously opening a door for further influence. You notice that shit? Just nope. Ignore that shit.
So by noticing it, you're powering it. By acknowledging it.
That's what they're saying.
By being scared of it, it makes it stronger.
Yeah, I think, once again, we're talking about energy here, so I think that has a lot to do with giving your energy to whatever's happening.
Yeah. That's scary.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The lighter died.
Oh.
No, it didn't. Sorry.
The critical mistake, seeking a medium. Through the medium, the demonic spirit crafted a deceitful persona, a harmless lost young girl named Annabelle Higgins. It preyed on the women's empathy and emotional vulnerability. During the seance, Donna granted the spirit permission to remain in the apartment and to inhabit the doll. This act of consent, although it was well-intentioned, was significant. In demonology, permission gives an entity greater access and authority within a space or over individuals.
So she's over here thinking, oh, this little girl's living here. Yeah, girl, pull up a chair. Sit on the couch. But instead it's a demon?
Maybe. In this case, it sounds like it. Stage 2, oppression.
Oppression?
Yeah. With permission secured, the spirit escalated its activities. Oppression involves direct psychological and emotional attacks on the individuals involved. Fear was heightened through the increasingly disturbing behavior of the doll, such as unexplained movements, the appearance of handwritten messages, and the manifestation of blood-like substance on the doll's hands and chest, symbols often associated with spiritual corruption. The most violent sign of oppression came with Lou, who was physically attacked and left with symbol claw marks, interpreted by some as the mark of the beast.
Oh, like the 3 claws?
Maybe, yeah. Stage 3, possession. So
oh,
this is the
no.
impending-
That's it? There's 3 stages?
That's what demonology
That's
told
not
me.
enough stages. That's not enough time for me to figure out.
Months,
Okay.
like from the first month when they started noticing to the next months. Yeah. Had the events continued unchecked for just a few more weeks, the spirit likely would have progressed to the third and most dangerous phase, full possession. At this stage, the entity seeks to dominate a human host, leading to severe psychological, spiritual, and even physical consequences. In extreme cases, this can result in permanent harm or death. The progression was clearly underway, and intervention became urgent. So, I believe this was in Connecticut. So, who else was in Connecticut? The Warrens. So, the Warrens were then involved. They heard about it. They reached out, and they were allowed to, get involved. Following the investigation, renowned paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren concluded that the entity's activity aligned with a classic demonic infestation. To stop the escalation, Father Cook, Catholic, I believe, priest, was brought in to perform a religious rite of cleansing. Rather than a traditional exorcism, which directly commands the spirit to leave, he conducted an episcopal blessing of the home. I might have butchered that. A lengthy 7-page ritual focused not on expelling evil, but on inviting divine presence and filling the space with God's light. As Ed explained, the goal was to overwhelm the negative energy with positive spiritual force. As a final precaution, and at Donna's request, the Warrens removed the doll from the apartment. They took it into their care to prevent any occurrence of the phenomena, recognizing that the doll had become a vessel through which the spirit could operate. I didn't write this down, but I did read somewhere that on the drive from the apartment to the Warrens for safekeeping, that they experienced like some dangerous activity in the car.
Jerry, you're saying this and there's sirens going off outside.
There's more, don't worry. And they apparently had to use holy water to like calm it down.
Oh my God.
But once again, this is all just Ed and Lorraine Warren, who have a lot of skeptics about their work.
I've heard.
But, that's what they said, and hey, I'm not questioning it. Any questions so far?
Yes. So it's not like the movie where it went from like house to house? They just said, "Oh, this lady's been haunted enough.
Yeah.
We're taking possession of this."
But there was so much on. Sorry to cut you off. And there was so much on like how involved the Warrens were with the film. Not much. I don't think they were even. They had sense. No. Yeah, they were just like, do it. Like there's a quote saying like, "Do whatever you guys want or use it however you want," because I don't think they wanted to be part of it. And if they did, it didn't seem like it, because they never.
Dang.
So once again, it was dramatized for dramatic purposes.
True. It's a very scary movie.
Yeah, and it's part of the Conjuring series. So
I did manage to light the candle, by the way.
Okay, so this is other things that were unofficial or official off the book things that happened. Ed and Lorraine Warren determined that the doll was inhabited by an inhuman spirit and relocated to their occult museum in Monroe, Connecticut, where it was displayed in a glass case with a sign that read, "Positively do not open." There's stories about a visitor who ignored the warning, taunted the doll, and later died in a motorcycle accident. The Warrens claim that it was probably linked to that, but there is no name or official report that says there was a man that died.
Who came and harassed the doll.
Yeah, that was coming from the museum. So once again, these are just stories that may or may not be true. So where is she now? From what I read, she is still the doll is still in the occult museum. The museum itself has been closed due to zoning issues, but the doll is still under care of the Warrens, Warrens team. It's still in the locked case. Visitors are still warned to keep their distance. So the New England Psychology, the NESPR lead investigator, Dan Rivera, posted a TikTok video after the craze of the Annabelle dolls missing.
Yeah.
Yes, the doll will be going on tour. I don't know if she has already.
No, I think she has. I think she's on tour right now.
It is the Devils on the Run tour. It is supposed to be from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, starting in July, and going to the 2025 Rock Island Roadhouse Esoteric Expo in Rock Island, Illinois on October 4th. If you want more details, check out warrensconvention.com.
Give a free promo.
Yeah, so the TikTok is showing the Annabelle. The TikTok posted by Dan Rivera, who is part of the NESPR's team, has a video posted on TikTok where he is at the Warrens Museum, saying that he's confirming that yes, there is a planned tour this year, but Annabelle's in the background. She's still there. She is not missing. So I did research. Dan Rivera is part of the NESPR, and the son-in-law, which I have his name somewhere here, is the director of that organization. From what I read today, the doll is in the museum. She is not lost in Chicago. That is all I got. I did not deep dive the current whereabouts of where it's been, where it's going, but there is scheduled dates. But from what I read, the doll is in Connecticut.
Can I tell you something real eerie?
What's up?
So, last week's episode, me and Dulce had a little talk about like stuff we'd seen on TikTok, supernatural stuff.
Okay.
One of which was the fire of that plantation.
Gotcha.
Guess where that plantation is at? Louisiana. Guess where Annabelle was when that fire started?
Was it Louisiana?
It was Louisiana.
Do you see the connection here, Brian? This was not random. This was planned. This was intervention, divine intervention. Call it that if you may. We were meant to talk about this. Blew out the candle.
I blew out the candle. I got scared. Please don't set off my fire alarm.
I did not intend to do the Annabelle story today. I thought about it yesterday, and I was like, I'll still do, once again, I'll do a cryptid. But everything just kept pointing me at this doll. And I hate dolls. I find them super creepy. But bam. Linked.
That's scary, Jerry.
Whoa, that rhymes.
Jerry, that's so scary. I'm feeling wary. I wish it was Christmas. I'd rather feel merry.
Would the red boy become a fairy?
Yeah. While the Casket Girls were sent off to get married. We'll be here all week, guys. All week. Not all week, but we'll be here next week.
Dude, that's crazy.
What a crazy, like, weird connection.
Yeah.
Because I had seen things, like people saying that, like, oh, Annabelle was somewhere and, like, the fire started. I did not know that it was in Louisiana.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy because I was like, man, like there was a craze, like the TikTok did blow up about like it's missing, but I mean these are
that has to be PR.
Yeah, and these are all like records of the team itself coming out and be like, no guys, stop. That could also be PR, but these are from like a day ago, 8 hours ago. I think one of them was from 8 hours ago. So yeah, it's wild, and I welcome no negative energy into my life.
No, we set the candle out, please. We're only here to entertain. We're not here to harbor anything. If there's anyone around here, any spirits, please go on your way.
Not welcome.
At least while Jerry's gone. Oh, Jerry's here. Please be nice. Don't follow him home.
You are not.
He already has a loving wife there.
Yes. I have a very happy home.
Yeah, you see? Good vibes only. No vampires, please.
Oh, vampires, get the fuck away from my vibes.
No. Oh, my God. Now, anytime someone tells you, like, can I come in when they're at your door? No, you were already meant to come in. I'm not going to say yes. Like, you're at my door.
If you have not seen Sinners, go watch it.
I haven't seen it.
Brian, you're going to love that movie. Especially after this, you're going to love that movie.
Okay. I'm going to put it on my watch list. Hopefully I can watch it this week. But what a fun episode.
That was really fun. Once again, these are things that are super interesting, and I've always been like, wow, like I want to know more, but it's not things that I seek out.
Yeah.
So I had that talk with Matt actually.
But you don't have like that initiative to like, let me go read some articles on this.
Yeah, or just out in the wild, like,
oh, true.
That's an abandoned house. Let me go check it out and scope it out for any activity. Like,
okay, no. I don't do that by going to it physically, but what I found myself doing a lot is I will see like an abandoned building and I will Google it. I'll be like, what is that building on like this street? What was it used for?
Why has it been condemned by the city?
Yes. Yes. There was one specifically when I was leaving LA, that big purple building, the purple stripes. It's on, if you're headed back towards the Inland Empire, it's on the right hand side of I think the 210 freeway. Okay. Whatever freeway takes you through LA, downtown area.
The Scientology building.
I don't know, I've never seen it. I've never been past it. But no, that building I guess is a DHS like shipping warehouse. but it's huge and it looks old.
What was it before? It was not a DHS.
I couldn't find out what it was. And then I googled the Sears building too, because that's abandoned.
Yeah. I think it's like, I don't know. Last time I saw someone breaking into it, because there was like people that break into stuff.
Yeah, true.
Random thing that popped up on my feed. It was like they had a bunch of the e-bikes, the Leafs, or what are they called? It was
in like the building?
There was like a whole floor of just like new bikes or scooters. I forgot what they were.
In the Sears building?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I'm sure they use it to store things. It's just an empty building.
Yeah, they all have owners. None of those buildings are not owned by anyone.
No. Don't look around, dude.
I swear I saw a shadow.
I'm going to turn on your light.
Yeah, you can turn it. I was going to turn on the fan. Don't do it.
Oh, okay.
No, I think it was. I noticed the band of my glasses. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully you guys learned something. I did. I did not know that there was only 3 steps of demonic possession.
Yeah, and I didn't dive deep into demonology and stuff. You know, I don't need to be knowing that stuff. But from what I did read, that's what popped up. I summarized it really quick. Yes, I read a lot of all the shit that I fucking read out loud.
You know what the next step is for this like rabbit hole? Because it's kind of linked to both things.
Mm-hmm.
The church.
The church.
Yeah, like the Vatican. Like they sent the freaking Pope to bless the house.
Yeah. I mean,
all those things on demonology, like they have to be like known from like some sort of church.
There was a crazy quote, and I forgot to write it down, but it was about that. It was like, okay, keep talking. I'm gonna try to find it because it's really good.
Yeah, like there's like a whole library like locked up at the Vatican that I've heard of. They keep a bunch of things hidden down there, especially things that are known to be like super possessed.
Yeah,
I saw a different TikTok about there being this big like onyx, a big obsidian mirror said to show like spirits, very like Harry Potter.
Yeah,
with that other mirror.
Yeah.
But I guess that if it were to ever meet its twin, because there's another one out in the world that the church does not have, it would cause like catastrophic events.
Fuck that.
That I guess one person went to go look at it on their own, and it literally sent them insane.
Wow.
So there's some stuff hidden by the church.
I
would like to know what it is.
There's everywhere. I found it. I think it's this one. So everyone in the audience, this is Sparrow, the son-in-law, Lorraine's son-in-law. Everyone in the audience who believes in God must also believe there's a devil. Ghosts, devils, demons are real. He said, while most people are focused on the bad stuff regarding ghosts, there are beautiful stories as well, such as a soldier who appeared to visit a loved one. Sparrow said, it's a ghost if a stranger appears, and an apparition if you recognize a person.
Whoa.
The key is don't open any doors. Talking about doors, that mirror and stuff. That's wild. Once again, crazy topic.
I would love to know more.
Won't find me out there looking for stuff.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I don't want to tease you guys with a good time, but a Queen Mary episode might come a little sooner than we think.
Is it confirmed?
I don't know yet.
Partially confirmed.
Things might happen.
Queen Mary, Long Beach. Crazy history about the Queen Mary. That would be fun to kind of talk about.
Ooh, do you think we should do our first 2-part episode?
That'd be a great one.
Where we both like research different lore and different haunted spots of the Queen Mary, and then I don't know. The following episode is us goes hunting.
I have a vague recollection of the tour that I went to, the paranormal walk tour we went to. But it's a lot of information, so I think we could definitely break it up between us two.
Oh, I'm down.
Cool.
Okay. Well, thank you everyone for listening. This has been your daily BJ. We didn't mention the name at all, but honestly, at this point, 7 episodes in, you know who we are.
You know the name.
You know our voices.
You know the game. The Daily BJ.
Yeah. This has been Jerry.
This has been Brian.
And we're glad you had a good time with us.
What if you hear like later in the episode, it's like,
and my name is Steve.
Or something.
Blink, blink. I didn't like that.
Really? Steve? That's the name?
Scariest name I've ever heard. Who decided Annabelle was a scary name?
Technically, it was Annabelle Higgins.
Okay.
Gus Higgins.
Annie, are you okay? Annie, are you okay? Protect the dolls.
You need to learn.
Call back to last episode.
They
Protect the dolls.
Protect the dolls.
Okay, well, thank you guys so much for listening. We will catch you guys
later. Next week.
Later?
Next Thursday.
Like later tonight?
I mean, if they're down to hang out, that'd be pretty sick.
Under the moonlight.
Go outside, guys. We're outside. Come outside.
In the shadows of night.
Ready to suck your energy and your vibes.
Guys, Jerry just called me. This is a last minute edition.
Okay, everyone. We are going live from our cell phones. I was on my way home and I have my music shuffling and this song came out. Brian, can you repeat the name of the song?
The song is called Broken Tomorrow.
By who?
By Casket Cassette.
Listen to it. That's my recommendation. Nothing is as it is, as it seems. This was destiny. Crazy, mind blown.
That is a crazy coincidence. I forgot to give you guys a recommendation, but this is all you need to listen to. Broken Tomorrow by Casket Cassette.
As soon as I saw it come up on the dashboard, I was like, no fucking way. And I called Brian and he didn't answer.
Sorry. Listen.
After I leave his house and we're not recording, I'm nothing.
No, I had to make sure that the audience needs the podcast. Like, I'm editing this and it's gonna get posted right now. By this point, they've listened to the whole episode.
They don't know we edit. Everything is live, unedited, uncut, raw.
Yeah. What he said.
That is all, folks. Continue. Listen to it, please.
Please listen to it. That's crazy.
Yeah, LA-based band also. Pretty
wow.
cool.
All right, everyone, give them a listen. That's it from us. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Adios.
Bye.